Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be playing with these new wood blanks that I got. I absolutely love these. They are little tulips. So in reality, you can use just this piece and just this piece, but I am going to put them together. I think they are going to look fabulous that way. I have my Mod Podge here, and then I have this beautiful tissue paper that I am going to use. And there's certain sections in here that I absolutely want. So let me just start kind of cutting some of this up. So for the top, I know I want to use this really cool flower right here because I think that's going to really make it pop. So I'm going to cut out 2 of those. I would recommend painting your wood blanks before you do this. And the reason I say that is because your tissue paper, when it gets wet, will become see-through. And then if you have like the dark background of the wood, it's just not going to look pretty. So painting them white is really going to just bring your piece out altogether. This one, I really would like to incorporate like this flower all the way through if possible. So let me see if I can get, let me see if I could get that. I'm thinking you're only going to see a small section of it, but I really like the idea of putting like that stem with part of the flower there. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Or you could even just do like a big flower at the bottom if you want. But I really like the idea of using that there. And I cut it too small. Go figure. Go figure. Yep, okay. I cut them too small. I jumped the gun. Okay, let me see. Okay. And I got this tissue paper, I want to say the dollar store. I honestly got this a few years back, and it's just been kind of laying around, but I truthfully believe that's where I got it. So, hopefully, if this is something that you really want to use, you can find it at a dollar store. Okay, so that one will go there. I should have cut these all out before. And that one there. Can I do... I like to put that up further too. I think I might do a collage. I'm going to kind of just piece these together. And we're going to go with the flow. Let's see what happens. All right. So I know the very first thing that I want to do is make sure that... Oh, did I only cut one of these out? I think I only cut one of those out. Or did I cut 2 of them out? I don't even know. I'm losing my... Okay, that goes there. What's this one? Let's cut out one more because I don't know what I did with it. I know I cut 2 of those out, but I don't know what I did with it. All right. Sorry about all that. So I want to make sure that I Mod Podge my piece first. I love these wood blanks. I haven't seen any styles like this yet in wood blanks, so I'm like super excited that I have them now. These came from Create Along. I'll put links for everything, but I just love these. And okay, so I'm kind of matching them up the best that I can. And then I just go over the entire piece and then let that dry. I just want to kind of take a quick peek over. Make sure I don't have puddles going into my earring there. All right, so put that off to the side. Let that dry. And then let's do this one. And then I'm going to honestly just kind of start piecing this together exactly how I want this to go. Let's do. I want to make sure that my stem is on there. And then since I'm going to piece it together, I'm going to go over that with my and I want a lot of that purple on there just because I think it's so beautiful. There we go. I love that purple. So I think the purple and that pink are going to look super nice together. Even though you only see a tiny bit of the pink, I just think it's going to look really great together. Let me get that wet again. Oops. And there. So that is pretty darn close to what that one looks like. So I'm happy with that. Let me go over this. And now I'm going to let this completely dry. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Because I love both my pieces being double-sided. So let your piece dry and then trim everything up and then go on to the next side and do the same thing. And then I'll pop back on and we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, so my pieces are completely dry. So I already did the one side and now we're going to trim up the second side. And all you need is a sharp blade. I'm going to just use my X-Acto knife and then just slice it. Sometimes you get like a beautiful clean cut. Sometimes they start tearing, but it doesn't seem to tear the part that's glued down with the Mod Podge. So I'm okay with that. That has Mod Podge there. Oops. I'm just going to go over all my little edges here, make sure everything is smooth and looks good. And just take my little tool and poke the hole. So just make sure both ends are open. Okay, so we can stop right here and just be done, basically, besides putting our stuff on. But that's not what I want to do. I personally want to add something in the middle here. So I'm going to add a little bit of resin on my pieces. So I have my little sticky mat here. And I am going to put my resin tape on. And I like this because I could just leave it just like that. And then I'm going to put these on. Push that down. And I personally love these little purple areas, so I'm going to add a purple flower right in the middle. First, I'm just going to do a small little bit right in the middle first. And then I'm going to do a first, like one cure, and then I'll place my flower in there. So let me just spread that. And I want to make sure that I'm doing the resin on the bottom first, just because if you put your flower in there first, it is going to stick to that tape and it's not going to work out as nice as you think it will. Your flower is most likely going to stick on the tape and get destroyed when you lift it. So we want to put one layer of resin down first. All right. Let me just put my flame over that quickly. Make sure no bubbles are in there. And then I'm going to cure this for about a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to get my pieces here. Right here. Get my little flower. And like I said, I'm going with the purple. I want that side to be up. I'm going to put a little bit of resin down just to make sure that it has something to kind of stick to. And I want to make sure I'm pushing that all the way down. Oops. There we go. Fill that up. And we're going to put this one just to make it match better. I can see I have an air pocket underneath this particular one. So when I pull it up, I will have to resin the other side, which I was going to do anyway, but you want to make sure that you have no air pockets if possible. And I'm actually going to resin the tops of these. Just spread that over. I'm putting a very thin layer on this. I am not doing a thick layer at all. All right, do your bubbles. Make sure everything is good. Push that down one more time. Make sure that's completely down. All right, now put that under for about 5 minutes. All right, so while that is under my UV light, we're going to start working on these. And I need to attach my post. I should have waited to do my tissue paper on that side, but honestly, I completely forgot that I was doing post on these. So I'm going to have to do my tissue twice. So I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue on here. And the reason I do the super glue is to make sure that my posts don't move while I am securing them. Because super glue will not be strong enough to stay on permanently. But they're perfect to kind of hold them in place for the time being. So I'm going to wait till the super glue completely dries, which should only take a couple minutes because the super glue dries super fast. And then I'm going to put a little bit of resin on top. And then we are actually going to be doing the tissue paper again so the resin doesn't touch someone's ear, because a lot of people have an issue with that. So just put a small amount of resin right around your post. And that will help secure your post on there. And I love doing this trick with fabric, but we are going to use tissue paper this time. And I'm just taking a little extra resin off my bottle because sometimes it just drips there. And it gives me just enough that I need to make sure my post doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to put this under my UV light as well. Okay guys, so these are cured. Now, if you don't mind resin against your ears, you can stop right there. That's good. If you do not want resin touching your ear or somebody else's ear, then we are going to do our Mod Podge and cover up that resin. So just take a little bit and just go right over it again. And like I said, I should have waited to do my paper, but unfortunately I did not remember. I forgot. So we are going to do this step again. So I am going to match these up the best that I can again. And a little further down I need to go. Perfect. That matched up real nice. Okay. And then I will Mod Podge over it one more time. Make sure no wrinkles are there. Just go over the whole thing one more time. I have a video that I did this with fabric and it came out so beautiful. And so many people were saying how they were so happy that they weren't going to have resin touching their ears. So I figured I could do the same concept with the paper. There we go. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to actually put these this side so this part gets hard, because if I pull this tape off right now, it's just not gonna work out well. Now you can see I have a bubble right there, so air got there, but I'm gonna get this part nice and hard, and then I'll put resin one more time on this side. All right, so these are dry. I'm going to trim these up. And since we're going with the whole purple flower thing, I'm going to do my sides purple, because why not? That'll be fun. And all I'm using is my Sharpie marker. I love these markers. I am finding myself using them more and more to edge my pieces in color. Like I do a lot of silver And I find myself doing a lot of silver and gold. And when I found these and realized how beautiful they work on my wood and my clay, these are my go-to now. I absolutely love these. And I'm just going to edge the very front of these just to give it that really pretty purple look to go with the bottom that I'm going to do. You know, it's fantastic. These go right in like those little tiny crevices that are hard to reach. No more paint brushes. These are fabulous. I love these markers. And look how pretty that looks. Etched it off beautifully. Now you could keep them white if you want. It even has a Sharpie white marker if you want to finish them off that way. I would love adding color, so I'm going to add the color. But you see how nice that gets right in there? Look at that. Gets right in there. No struggling. Look at that. Look how beautiful. I love these. All right, so now I am actually going to edge the sides of these as well. Look how beautiful. One coat, boom, done. Love it. All right, I will let those dry, and then we're going to put these together. Oh, I forgot to resin the tops of these. How silly. I'm telling you, I'm having my off day today. I'm forgetting a lot of things. Well, I'm going to take my clay, just poke my earrings in there. I'm going to make sure that's level. There we go. Get my resin. Ay, 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 what a day. I'm telling you, I had a very long week. The heat is, we're having like 90-degree weather all week. Well, actually, Friday it's going to be like 96 degrees. So the heat is really starting to get to me. I'm not sleeping good, you know, things along those lines. So my brain is kind of a little out of it. And I haven't done my wood earrings in a little over a month now. I know I posted last, in May was the last time I posted, but I usually do my earrings in advance. Like right now, I'm in June, but you're not going to see this video till July. So, I'm just out of sorts, I guess you could say. I'm just going to do that. Okay, pop these under your UV light. Oh, not that one. I want this one. And make sure these fit. Yep. I just hope these aren't too big. I almost feel like they might be. These are so pretty. Oops. Okay. Let me see how far apart these are. So I don't want them too far apart from each other. Yeah, I feel like that's too much. Too much jump ring. Let's change that. Close your jump rings. I almost feel like I could still go smaller. Let me see. All right, that one's a little bit better. It's not so big. All right, we'll do that. Sometimes finding the right size jump ring is a little bit difficult. There we go. And then all you do is close your jump ring. And then you want to always kind of just loosen it. Play around with it. And there we go. Are those not just adorable? I think they're so cute. I really hope that you guys like these as much as I do. I think they're adorable. They're really, really just fun earrings. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, or let me know what you would like to see me do next. You know, I'd love to, hear what people have to think, or what ideas they would like me to try out next. And I will see you all next time. Bye.